Hi guys, welcome to my channel and welcome to Learning Unit 5 where we're talking about the roles of internal auditors. So if you are new to this channel, remember to subscribe. You are welcome to comment on any topic that you feel there is need to have an extra, an extra explanation. You are welcome to comment. You are welcome to share the videos. You are also welcome to subscribe. Those ones who need private tutorials and all that, even guest tutorials and stuff, we also do that. Please do send an inbox. Please do send an inbox or to the numbers on which you're going to find on this channel if that would be something that would interest you. But we continue with the module. So Learning Unit 5 is very brief. There's really not much that they put out there, but they just want you to have an understanding of what do internal auditors do, right? What are the responsibilities of internal auditors? So remember what I said in the previous videos, and if you haven't watched the previous videos, I'd rather suggest that you start by watching the previous videos, then you then come to this one. So with internal auditors, you have to understand one key component, that the things that are going to be okay. So before you can really understand the function of a person within a business, remember you have to look at the business holistically. So you have a business which is a combination of activities. So the first question you're going to be asking yourself, okay, what form of business is this? When I'm saying what form of business is this, I'm trying to alert you to getting to an understanding of, okay, what is the ownership? What is the ownership structure of this business? So the ownership structure is going to direct you or to point you at what form of business it is. So if the business has shareholders, okay, if they're going to be shareholders, you now have to ask the question, okay, is this a private company? Is this a public company? You now then look at the name. Is it a PTY Ltd? You now look at the way, or is it just a PTY? So those characters or those symbols they put at the end, they're going to direct you and point you in the direction, okay, this is a private company, this is a public company, okay? By it being a public company, okay, because it's a company, it's going to have shareholders. So they are going to be external stakeholders, or a stakeholder is basically someone who has an interest, some form of interest within the business. So the form of interest can be the form of interest then differs because they are going to be shareholders, those they have direct financial interest. There's going to be the government, which is also going to be outside of the company, but they're going to be also wanting tax. There's going to be banks who are also going to be interested in probably providing finance to the business. So they are also going to be a stakeholder to the degree that they are also interested in the business. So anyone with some form of interest, even customers, are also going to be part of your stakeholders. So before you understand the role of a person within an organization, you have to know, okay, what type of organization? Okay, now you understand it's a company. So that's why the way that they structured their study guides and stuff, the information is a build-up, because you can't then jump into saying who is an auditor without you knowing what form of ownership is the business under. So when you get to that, you now have to also understand, okay, what do those people report to? Who do they report to? So if you then have a clear look on internal auditor, they're going to be part of your audit committee. So they're going to be reporting to management, and they're going to be part of the audit committee. So when you get that diagram correctly, you can then easily understand the roles of the people there. So the roles of internal audit, really. So the roles of internal auditors are just simply stated there. Remember, there are links given in your study guide. Please go to those links because they literally summarize everything. So they are there to evaluate the controls and advising managers. So when they evaluate controls, remember we talked about internal control, those being the measures which are put in place to limit risk. So they evaluate your internal controls. After evaluating the internal controls, they're going to give advice to management. Okay, we think that there might be a weakness here. We think that there might be a weakness there. We think that you can do ABC differently so that you don't get into the same problem again. Probably there can be friends who are using the same the same clock card, because of the clocking system that is there. Internal auditors can then go to management, then advise management that, okay, the control that you have of clock cards is actually weak because of ABC. when they then advise the ABC, it then becomes an advantage to management, because management can then act and then limit risks. So the internal audit function can also focus on evaluating risks. So imagine with things that will be happening in an organization. Let's say you have a construction site and stuff, and there are unauthorized people who are going to be on site. If those guys get injured, then the liability is going to be falling on the company, because the company was also allowed by their client to be on site and erect something. And if there is going to be someone there who's unauthorized, it creates a risk. So internal auditors are people who will be sitting around trying to look at asking themselves key questions like, okay, in a daily business, okay, on a daily, what could go wrong? What are the risks that are affecting the organization? It goes beyond just financial, even other risks that can be there which can adversely affect the business. So the function, they also have to evaluate the risks that a business or a company or any organization that they're going to be working under is exposed to. They also have to go on and analyze the operations and confirming the information. So if the financial or if the accountant is to say we have 5 or 10 vehicles which are assets of the organization, we have 10 machines which are assets, the internal audit function is must go and confirm, okay, they are actually 10, okay, they are actually 11 machines, okay, there is actually a software that the company is using. So that is also another function which is also performed by internal auditors. They have to confirm the information, they have to analyze operations and also confirm the information. Okay, these guys, they say today we have 10 staff complements. Sometimes the internal auditor can actually go and do a physical count. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and they're 10. If they're not 10, the person who said 10 now has to explain why they would say that they're 10 and they are not actually 10 staff members who are actually on a site. They also go as far as reviewing compliance. So with my knowledge of compliance, companies don't really enjoy doing compliance because they think you can save costs by not complying with certain rules and what have you. To an extent, it would be correct, but when the things fall apart and now people are being sued and stuff, compliance really becomes an issue. And depending on which environment the business is going to be operating on, compliance, other places, compliance, like let's say a mine, for instance, construction, you have to comply to certain rules and regulations which are stipulated by the government. And if you are going to be found as non-compliant, there are consequences attached to that. So because of those consequences that are attached to that, it's also the function of the internal auditor to make sure that, okay, the company is still compliant as per whatever act which might be enacted by government, and they report to management. Remember, everyone else is just doing their function. So it's very rare for a company to just have a compliance officer, someone who will just be looking and making sure that the company remains compliant on everything. So the auditors then go and check, okay, are we being compliant? Because if you're going to be found as non-compliant, you can be fined. Worst case, the company can be closed. So that is also the function of the internal auditor. So because they have so many functions, they also have to be on site almost on a daily. That's why they become different. They cover a broad aspect than that which is going to be covered by an external auditor, because an external auditor is not going to be there with you the whole year. If it's going to be there with you the whole year, it's going to be a very expensive exercise. Besides it being an expensive exercise, you're now running a risk of familiarity between the organization and the external auditor. So the external auditor is going to just be there probably for a week, 3 months, 3 weeks, whatever period. But the internal function or the internal guys, they are going to be there for the duration of the year. So they have a duty to senior management. They focus on the whole organization. They are also part of the organization, but they also have to be independent of it. They provide a review of the organization's governance and they make recommendations. And externally, you have the definition of external. So it will be very helpful for you to go to that link. It's not even like long. It's not even that long. Go to that link and try to just make sense of what they're saying there for you to be able to see the rows. But I understand that the core purpose of this module, you are dealing with an external audit function. So do know that part, but make sure that when it comes to external auditing, you are 100% and you are perfect. So now this is the role that of internal auditors. Make sure you familiarize yourself with it. It looks very small a chapter, and it's something that you have to also get to do quickly so that you move on with your studies and you're not overwhelmed. So remember to like, subscribe, drop a comment, and if you wish to have tutorials done directly over Zoom or any other platform of your preference, please do let me know in the comment section or send me a private message. Thank you.